Created by AV. Hello and welcome to my new Let's Play of Super Monkey Ball. This is not the game that I was planning to do next. I talked about, dropped some hints about a game in the last Let's Play. Unfortunately, that game has some technical things. My computer looks like it is not strong enough to run it, and probably never will be. So I'll just file that in the back of my mind for if I ever do manage to upgrade my setup. But in the meantime, this is a game that I was planning on doing anyway, even if not right this second. I love this game so much. This is a game from my childhood, and it's one of the only games that I ever played with my friends. I never really had gaming friends. I had a gaming friend, but we kind of didn't play together, like we'd watch each other play. But this, I would always have these New Year's parties every year, and I'd get kind of the same group of friends together, and we would always play this game. This game is like imprinted in my soul. So let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about what this Let's Play is and what it isn't. This Let's Play is, in short, oops, I didn't actually mean for that to start. This Let's Play is, in short, everything I can do. So I'm going to be playing all of, in normal mode, I'm going to be playing all of beginner mode, I'm going to be playing all of expert, all of advanced mode, and I'm going to be playing the very first little chunk of expert mode because I can't beat expert mode. I think the farthest I've ever gotten is stage 4. I'm also going to be playing through all the other modes, so we got the party games, and we've got mini games, which are not unlocked yet, but I will be unlocking them off screen. I just wanted to show what it looks like when they're actually not available. You get play points for playing the main game, normal mode. I don't believe you get play points for playing the party games, but you need 25,000 points, or 2,500 points to unlock one game. I don't remember if you get to choose or if they just sort of unlock naturally. I'll let you guys know when I figure it out, obviously. But this is a fresh file. It's what it looks like when nothing is unlocked yet. So, oops. Let's take a look at the options first, because I want to mention, if you go to game data, there is actually an autosave function, which you should turn on, because this is how I figured out why my minigames never saved and I had to unlock them again every New Year's. So yeah, there's autosave. I wonder how many people didn't actually know that. This is a game like Luigi's Mansion that I would have considered niche a while ago, but at this point, it's definitely mainstream. They've released new games constantly. This is another classic Sega game, so it kind of makes sense as a follow-up to Space Channel 5, although I don't know if it's fair to say I like this one better because they're so different, but I certainly have more experience with it. We got 4 characters here, Ai, who I think is canonically the main character, Mimi, Baby, and Gon. I like to use each character for a different thing. And for normal mode, I like to play with Baby. So this episode, we're just going to be going through beginner mode. There's 10 stages. Things are going to move very quickly because the stages are timed, but I will try to say what I can about each stage as they go by. It's funny, I'm so used to playing these stages at this point, it's like breathing. I just kind of know how they work. Like, I know how to collect all the bananas, I know, how to make it to the goal. It's funny, it's just like one of those things where if you've been gaming for long enough, I'm sure everybody has a game like that, you just don't even think about it, you just sort of do it. If you look carefully here, you'll see there is a secret in the stage. I'm not going to go for it now because it is a secret exit. It will skip a bunch of stages and I want to show everything. But I will be showing that off later. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to be showing little bonuses for stages at the ends of regular episodes or if I'm going to do a bonus episode. I think it's going to kind of depend on how long episodes go, because especially for beginner mode, it just goes so fast. So we'll see how long this episode ends up being. Here, I usually like to turn back, get that banana, and then be careful in this stage. If you go too quickly here, you will just careen off the edge. Obviously, you've been able to fall off since stage 2. This is the first stage that you might actually do it by accident if you're not being careful. And I'm trying to hold back. Usually when I play this, I skip the replays, I skip the course overviews. I'm gonna try not to do that, obviously, because, there's actually people watching me this time, some of which maybe haven't seen the game before. Monkey Ball is very difficult, at least the first one is. From what I've heard, they got a little bit easier as they went farther into the series. I've actually, well, that's not true. I've played some of the second one, but only borrowing it from a friend. I only own the first one, and I've never played anything beyond like the first little bit of the second one, and that was mostly one of the party games. But I have heard that they do get easier after the first one. This first game is really hard. Beginner mode, I'm gonna make look easy, but that's just because I'm used to it. It took me a lot of practice. It took me many years to be able to clear advanced mode. It's a hard game. The best comparison I can make is like, if you're old like me and you remember like those little plastic ball labyrinth games where you move there's like a maze and there's holes and there's a little metal ball and you move the maze around, you gotta guide the balls to the end. It's like that. So I'm not actually controlling the monkey right now, I'm controlling the floor. And the monkeys roll around based on which way the floor is tilting. It takes a little bit of getting used to. There is a bit of a learning curve, but it's really not that bad once you get used to it. What really makes Monkey Ball difficult is, first of all, the time limit, and also just the setups of the courses themselves. So you've been seeing the time limit counting down. Oh. I love to go full steam ahead there. It's like one of my favorite things in this game. But you've been seeing the time limit. So far, we've had 1 minute for each stage. I think it's going to be 1 minute for the rest of the normal stages. If you can beat each stage without dying, you get a set of extra stages, which I will be showing off. I absolutely can get them for beginner. I cannot get them for advanced, so don't expect that. But once you get to the extra stages, they start cutting the time limit. But for beginner, you get a solid minute for each course, which once you know what you're doing, that's plenty of time. But when you're just learning the courses, that's hard. That's real hard. This game doesn't mess around. Like, I have 30 seconds here and I got all the bananas, but like, actually learning how to go up those ramps can be difficult because you have to, make sure you're getting the right speed. You make sure you're not going so fast that you're gonna fly off the edge, but you're not going so slow that you're not gonna be able to clear the ramp. Like, there's a lot of learning that goes into it. If I really tried, I probably could get all the bananas here, but I'm just gonna do my usual path. I'm just gonna come over here and get these. If you get 100 bananas, you get an extra life. You start with 2 lives, which is actually 3 because this game does count the 0 life. 3, I was about to say 4 because of what I just said, but 3 extra lives are about as much as I've ever been able to get. I don't think there's enough bananas to potentially get another one. Alright, here's stage 9. This is the only stage that I have consistent trouble with. So if I die here and don't get the extra stages, I will show them off later. I'll just cut to when I've done this again. Alright, so this stage is tricky. You line yourself up with the tip of the arrow, go for it, pull back. Oh, got it. It's a little bit hard to explain how to do that. I kind of just practiced until I figured out where to put the stick, to be honest. It's like I said, you just kind of got to practice and get a feel for it. So that stage tripped me up for a while. And then this stage, stage 10, is a bit of a difficulty curve just because it's so big. This has a lot of really good obstacles for learning. The problem is you still have a 60-second time limit. And I might try to concentrate a little bit. I love these stairs. Alright, so in the demo, you saw Mimi get both of those at the same time. I've never tried that. That upwards ramp is where you can lose a ton of time. I find that if I have at least 30 seconds going into this section, I know I'm going to be okay. Realistically, you only need 15, but I have that number stuck in my head because when I was trying to learn this stage, and I wasn't really good at this yet, I needed 30. So that's kind of how I knew if I was safe or not. If I had less than 30, I'd probably have to start over. Alright, you didn't actually see it, but if you get to 10 seconds, it says hurry up. Alright, so I've done it. Cuckoo, you didn't miss anything. You can play the extra stages. It's a little bit hard, but do your best. Alright, so I may or may not do this without dying, but that doesn't actually matter at this point. I will clear these. I say that, but no, I'll clear it. Alright, this stage is tricky. You just gotta kind of line yourself up and like, you don't go in a straight line. You do kind of have to direct yourself a little bit. Oof. Also, the backgrounds have been changing. So we started off in the jungle and then we went to kind of like a a dusky area, which is my personal favorite, and this is like the spacey area. Alright, so see, now we have 30 seconds. We may have for the last one too. For this one, I kind of find that you just gotta wait for it to slow down for a second and just sort of go for it. There we go. Yeah, don't hesitate, don't let yourself get knocked around. If you do, just like get out and then go back in. You just really have to commit. And AV is of course the company. I love this stage. I just love that reflective thing. I never go for the bananas because at this point I don't need more lives and I don't really care about score. You do have to be kind of careful here. The stage is moving. It is knocking you around. And then in! Alright! I am very happy with that performance. Didn't lose a single life even on the bonus stages. That is that. You get to hear from each character whenever you finish. They have special dialogue. Maybe I'll show all of them. You got 633 points. Altogether, you have 3,075 points. That means we can go unlock a minigame. Since you got a lot of points, you can unlock a minigame. I probably will show off all of the dialogue, maybe at the end of this video. I'm gonna have to do this again anyway to get play points to unlock everything. So, there's no reason not to. Here's the Super Monkey Ball staff credits. You can skip this once you've played it once. So because I've been doing a little bit of work unlocking stuff, I could theoretically skip this, but I do want to show it. Oops. So what it is the credits will drop down, and there'll be bananas on the ground, and your goal is to collect as many bananas as possible without hitting the letters, because if you hit the letters, you lose bananas. At the end of the credits, you will get a rank based on how many bananas you got. I do not know what all the ranks are. I know a couple of the ranks that I've gotten. I have gotten the rank of Bonnet Monkey. I've also gotten the rank of Pygmy Marmoset. So take that for what you will. I don't know what any of that really means. This is very long. It is possible that I will stop talking for a bit so you can skip forward if you want to. But yeah, I mean, this is just a fun little thing to, if you really want to see the credits, they give you a task. They give you something to do. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to give final thoughts or anything because we just beat beginner mode. But after this, I will probably go through... I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this, actually. I'll probably go through advanced mode next. And then expert mode is going to be like maybe 4 minutes because I can't really do much in expert mode. So maybe I might even put expert mode in a bonus video, actually. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make a bonus video at the end of the series with expert mode plus little secrets and stages, whether that be secret exits, if I can get them, hidden paths that might lead to extra bananas, or just, alternate ways to clear stages. I think that's how we're going to do that. So after this, we're going to do advanced mode. There is a master mode. You clear master mode by clearing beginner, advanced, and expert. It's not going to happen. There are plenty of videos that you can look up that have master mode. I highly recommend looking up some speedruns of the game if you want to see that. I know GDQ has some good stuff. That's Games Done Quick. I've seen some incredible Monkey Ball speedruns on that channel, but that's just not something I'm capable of. And I don't feel like messing around with like downloading save files or whatever, because I mean I couldn't even clear the levels anyway. So after advanced mode, we're going to go straight into the party games, and then I will be showing off all of the mini games. Party games can be played with only one person. They are meant to be played with multiple people. They are meant to be contests, but you can set them up and just play them with computers. Or for one of them, a couple of them, I think you can just like play against yourself for like score and time and stuff. Mini games have to be played multiplayer. I'll just plug an extra controller in and like either take both turns or just give up with one, just so I can show you how it works. I'm just thinking like, again, when I play this game, I just think about my friends and those New Year's parties and like all the stuff we used to do. We would play through a bit of normal mode. They used to watch me play advanced mode sometimes if I felt like showing off. One of my friends actually owned Monkey Ball. She was the one who had Monkey Ball too. So the two of us were the only people who really knew how to play the game just because nobody else had it. And this is a game you really, really have to practice to be able to get good at, and just they couldn't practice because they didn't own the game. So me and the other person who actually had it would sort of go through a little bit of, we'd do beginner, we'd do advanced, sometimes I'd make it through to the end, sometimes I wouldn't. And then we used to do one Grand Prix, and then we would just jump into Monkey Target and just like do that all night, which is weird because Monkey Target is like, I don't even know, you'll see later. But we would do that, and then if I had figured out how to unlock the minigames before they all got there, then we would play some billiards. But like, our big thing was Monkey Target. I don't know how that turned into the big thing. Maybe because it's not so like platformy based. Like there isn't a lot of precision and small edges and stuff. Like there's only 3 courses, so playing it every year was kind of enough practice for them to sort of get a handle on it, whereas you have to like have a little bit more time with the game if you're going to be able to do some of the other stuff. I mean, we do a little bit of Monkey Fight, just sort of to say that we did. But yeah, we were target people. I wonder if any of them are watching right now. Oh, there's the goal, right back there. Okay, sorry about that hiccup. I don't know what happened. Let's just finish this quick, because I like what I've been saying. I didn't want to lose this this episode, and I wanted to see what rank I got. I'm a Savannah Monkey. Alright. Ugh, I am so sorry about that. The game has been crashing a little bit. It hasn't been happening super often, so I kind of hope that I'll be able to just get through it. But either way, we did it. We're done. It's time to enter my name. And I hope nobody was hoping to get my real name, because I always just go for AAA each time. This is what I do. Oh man, I only got... Ooh. I guess when I was testing this out... Oh, I did a tiny little bit better. Alright, alright. I was just thinking I did quite well for all that. Oh, I think I went for more bananas on that stage that breaks apart. Alright, anyway, let me get out of here before this thing breaks down again. Thank you very much for watching this first episode of a brand new Let's Play, and hopefully I'll see you next episode when we play some more Super Monkey Ball. Bye-bye!